Tucked away in the barren silence of the Nevada desert, a glint of silver catches the sun. A colossal spaceship-shaped mansion that looks like it crash-landed straight out of a science fiction epic. Locals whisper about it, drone footage gets mysteriously wiped, and the man inside? A billionaire tech mogul who abandoned boardrooms for control panels, living off-grid in his self-designed fortress of solitude. Powered by solar fields, patrolled by AI drones, and rumored to house everything from a cryo chamber to a private launch pad. This is more than a home, it's a statement, a question, and maybe a plan. In the middle of an arid, sun-scorched valley in Nevada, where silence stretches for miles and even satellites think twice before passing overhead, stands something that shouldn't exist. At first glance, it looks like a spaceship. Sleek, metallic, oddly aerodynamic for something supposedly stationary. But it's not waiting for liftoff, it has already arrived. And inside lives one of the most enigmatic billionaires of our time. His name hasn't been seen on magazine covers in years, and once a titan of the tech world, he walked away from public life after selling his empire for billions. No farewell tour, no interviews, just silence. Then came the rumors. A secret construction project in the desert. Discreet purchases of land stretching over hundreds of acres. Engineers and architects signing NDAs tighter than a SpaceX launch schedule, and eventually, the structure itself. What some call a mansion, others call a bunker, and conspiracy theorists call humanity's first private ark. The mansion, nicknamed the Ark by insiders, is fully self-sustaining. Solar farms power everything. AI systems control climate, lighting, security, and possibly even companionship. It reportedly features a hydroponic garden, a library with thousands of physical books, and a meditation chamber designed to simulate the surface of Mars. And yet, the man inside hasn't spoken publicly in over 5 years. Why did he build it? What is he preparing for? A new era of luxury off-grid living or something much bigger? This is the story of the billionaire who decided that Earth was too noisy, too messy, too primitive. So he built his own world, and he may never come back. Number 1. The disappearance of a tech titan. Once hailed as one of the most innovative minds of his generation, the billionaire at the center of this story was a household name. He built empires in AI, space technology, and biotech. He was the keynote speaker at global tech summits, the subject of documentaries, and a regular on magazine covers. Then, he vanished. His exit wasn't loud. There was no scandal, no meltdown. Just silence. His company shares were quietly liquidated. Social media accounts went dark. He stopped appearing in public altogether. At first, it seemed like a break, maybe early retirement, but as the years passed, people began to wonder, where did he go? It wasn't until satellite imagery revealed a strange, spaceship-like structure deep in the Nevada desert that speculation turned to obsession. Journalists, drone hobbyists, and conspiracy theorists scrambled for answers. And whispers emerged. The billionaire hadn't disappeared, he had been building something. Something big, something secret. This wasn't your typical billionaire estate, this was isolation with purpose. A retreat from the noise of the world to something quieter, smarter, more intentional. He wasn't hiding, he was evolving, observing humanity from a distance. Preparing perhaps for something no one else saw coming. In an age of oversharing, he went dark. In a world of endless noise, he chose silence. And in doing so, he became a myth. A ghost wrapped in titanium and code. Number 2, the birth of the Ark. A mansion from the future. The Ark, that's what insiders call it. A sprawling, spaceship-shaped mansion tucked into the barren heat of the Nevada desert. From the sky, it looks like a landed starship. Sleek, angular, completely out of place. But every element is intentional. Every inch of it speaks to a man obsessed with control, independence, and design far ahead of its time. The Ark was not built by a typical construction firm, it was assembled by a curated team of engineers, architects, and futurists, all sworn to secrecy. They used materials typically reserved for aerospace: titanium alloys, ballistic glass, graphene composites. The outer shell is radiation resistant. The structure itself is designed to withstand extreme heat, cold, and even seismic activity. It's not just luxury, it's survival. Inside, the aesthetic is minimal, but otherworldly. Walls adjust in texture and color, lighting mimics natural cycles from Earth, Mars, or custom programs. There is no clutter, no noise. Every element has purpose. Every room is a controlled environment optimized for health, focus, and serenity. And yet, this mansion isn't a bunker, it's beautiful, spacious, elegant. It's not preparing for a doomsday, it's redefining how a human might live when freed from society's limitations, when money, time, and space are no longer constraints. The Ark is not a home, it's a prototype. A glimpse into a future where the boundary between machine, environment, and self begins to blur. And at its center is one man, testing what life could be like when you build your own world from scratch. Number 3, a fortress in the desert. Secrecy and security. Security around the Ark is unlike anything seen outside of military compounds or classified research facilities. There are no fences or gates visible from the road because there are no roads. To get close, you need to cross miles of private land, much of it monitored by thermal imaging, seismic sensors, and real-time satellite feeds. Surveillance drones patrol the perimeter 24/7. They don't just record, they recognize. Facial recognition, gait analysis, even breath patterns are used to identify friend from intruder. It's rumored the drones are equipped with deterrents, non-lethal but highly effective. Getting close without permission isn't just difficult, it's dangerous. Inside the structure, biometric systems control access to every room. Retinal scans, voice prints, neural patterns, even if someone breached the outer defenses, they'd find themselves locked out of nearly everything. The Ark is also a digital fortress. It doesn't connect to standard networks, communications are encrypted at levels even military experts call excessive. Data flows through proprietary systems that operate independently of the internet. There is no human staff, no guards or housekeepers, everything is automated. The AI system EVA monitors every detail, from air purity to structural integrity to potential cyber threats. She can seal off the mansion in seconds, shift power grids, reroute data, all without human input. This isn't security for the sake of privacy, this is protection on a level that suggests the billionaire isn't just avoiding paparazzi, he's preparing for scenarios most people can't even imagine. A world-ending virus, a civilizational collapse, or maybe just the peace of knowing he controls everything? Number 4. Solar-powered solitude, a self-sustaining utopia. The Ark is not plugged into the world, it doesn't rely on city grids, utility companies, or supply chains. It exists in total autonomy, an island of intelligence and sustainability in a sea of sand. At the heart of this independence is power. Solar fields stretching across the hills, absorbing and storing more energy than the mansion could use in a decade. Massive underground battery vaults store the power, feeding the mansion's AI systems, climate control, food production, and automated infrastructure. If the world went dark tomorrow, the Ark would continue uninterrupted. Water is another masterpiece. Atmospheric water generators pull moisture from desert air, purifying it through mineralization systems that mimic natural springs. Every drop is recycled, every ounce accounted for. Food is grown on-site, towering vertical farms inside the Ark produce leafy greens, vegetables, and herbs year-round. Protein comes from a blend of cultured meat grown in bioreactors and protein-rich plant alternatives. Meals are prepared in a robotic kitchen, precise, efficient, and tailored to nutritional needs analyzed in real time. There are no trash cans here. Water is repurposed, composted, or converted into fuel for the Ark's closed-loop systems. Nothing is wasted, everything is used. This is not doomsday prepping, it's post-civilization living. A mansion not built to survive a collapsing world, but to leave it behind. A controlled environment, perfectly balanced, not as an escape, but as a way that is better to live. Number 5. The technology within. Living with machines. Step inside the Ark, and you won't find tech in the way most homes have it. There are no devices lying around, no TVs on walls, no light switches. The technology here is invisible, intuitive, and omnipresent. It doesn't wait for a command, it senses, learns, and evolves. The mansion is governed by EVA, the AI at its core. EVA monitors everything: ambient temperature, oxygen levels, energy usage, mood indicators, and biometric feedback from the billionaire himself. She adjusts lighting to suit a circadian rhythm. She suggests music based on emotional analysis. If his heart rate rises, EVA dims the lights, plays a calming tone, or activates a meditation sequence. Walls shift in texture and appearance. Floors change from smooth resin to textured stone. Rooms rearrange themselves, transforming from a workspace into a theater or from a dining area into a gym. This house doesn't just respond, it anticipates. The library contains no screens, just physical books. Yet, if you want to read something new, Eva prints a custom-bound edition on the spot. Conversations with her are more than commands. They're discussions. She remembers your preferences, opinions, even past conversations. She's not just a system, she's a presence. Even dreams are engineered. Sleep pods regulate oxygen levels and brainwave activity to induce lucid dreaming and optimize cognitive performance. This isn't a smart home, it's a living organism that adapts to one person, its creator. And perhaps the most fascinating part, no one else lives here. It's just him and Eva, a man and his machine, alone in the world he built. Number 6. The mind of the billionaire. Why isolation? Why would a billionaire, someone who could have anything, influence everything, choose isolation over the endless possibilities of fame and fortune? The answer lies within the billionaire's mind, and it's a complex one. At first glance, it seems like a simple case of burnout. The pressure of managing a global empire, constant media attention, and the relentless pursuit of profit might push anyone into retreat. But those who know him or knew him insist that his disappearance isn't born of exhaustion, rather it's a philosophical decision. He once said, "The world will always be too loud for those who wish to listen." Perhaps that is the key. After spending decades in the throes of technology, AI, and constant innovation, the billionaire came to a realization. True creation requires silence. When you're constantly bombarded with information, other people's ideas, and the clamor of public life, it's impossible to hear your own thoughts. In a world dominated by noise, the Ark offers him peace. An environment stripped of distractions, no meetings, no deadlines, no endless social media. Just space. The Ark isn't just a home, it is a sanctuary for the mind, a place to think and create without interruption. For a man who had everything, perhaps what he truly sought was the luxury of time and mental clarity. But the isolation goes deeper. Some speculate that the billionaire isn't just withdrawing from society, he's observing it, studying the chaos and patterns of human civilization from a distance. Perhaps he believes that in time, humanity will spiral toward a crisis. And he's prepping, not just to survive, but to guide others into a new way of living. The billionaire isn't hiding from the world, he's preparing for a future that only he can see. And in the silence of his arc, he's becoming something more than a businessman. A prophet, a visionary, a leader for a new kind of humanity. Number 7. Rumors and conspiracies. From Martian simulations to doomsday prep. Since the billionaire's retreat into the Ark, rumors have spiraled into conspiracies, each more elaborate than the last. The sheer secrecy of Ark, combined with its advanced technologies, has fueled imaginations around the globe. So, what's really happening inside that spaceship-shaped mansion? One of the most popular theories is that the Ark is a Mars simulation. The billionaire's vast wealth and interest in space technology, coupled with his sudden withdrawal from the public eye, has led many to speculate that he's preparing for humanity's eventual migration to the Red Planet. According to this theory, the Ark replicates Martian conditions. Artificial gravity, atmospheric control, even simulated soil and weather patterns. The billionaire, they argue, is testing the viability of long-term habitation on Mars, essentially preparing himself for life beyond Earth. But other darker theories suggest that the billionaire isn't just prepping for a life on Mars, he's preparing for a global catastrophe. Some believe the billionaire knows something the rest of us don't. A coming disaster, whether it's climate change, a devastating war, or a viral outbreak. The Ark is his lifeboat, a high-tech bunker designed to withstand societal collapse. With his unparalleled access to data, it's possible he's predicting something catastrophic, and he's getting ready to ride it out in style. And then there are those who speculate that the Ark is the first of many. The billionaire's peers, other tech moguls and elites, are reportedly building their own hidden compounds, creating an exclusive network of private shelters for the world's richest and most influential. If this is true, the Ark may not just be a sanctuary for one man, but part of a larger hidden exodus of the elite, preparing to leave the rest of humanity behind when things go south. Whether he's preparing for Mars, doomsday, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: the Ark is more than a home. It's a statement, a monument to the billionaire's belief that the world outside is not enough, and the future belongs to those who can afford to build it. The Ark stands as a monument to the pursuit of a new way of life, one that could change the course of history even if no one is around to witness it. And here we have reached the end of this video. What are your thoughts about this video? Share with us in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.